Well, hello gorgeous people, print maxi dress lovers. It will take so much delight in part 2. 21 dresses I'm showing you, 7 each time, styled different ways. Last time nearly broke me, so I'm just going to do 2 looks per dress this time. The first one is an Asos dress, which is again one of my most beloved dresses. It's pretty new. They wouldn't have any at the moment. You could try, but I doubt it. It was just, I nearly fell over when I saw it, and it's every bit as gorgeous as I thought it would be. It's sort of like a, I don't know, I guess a Dalmatian-y sort of print. It's not really leopard, I don't know, animal print. But look at this skirt. It has pieces inserted, triangles inserted, so that there's not so much fabric here, which can make us look a little bit hippie. But then it just floats and flutters around the hem. Look at these insane sleeves. Just so completely beautiful. And because it's so busy and crazy, I have just put a very neutral heel on so it doesn't take away from the joy and the bliss of this dress. In the day, I could just have a very simple tonal bag, and at night it's just a matter of swapping out the bag. I think this could easily go from day to night with a lovely raffia clutch, maybe changing up the earrings and maybe adding a gold belt or a gold sandal. But it's just a really special dress and was not expensive. Let's try a winter look. For winter we are going So Dior, darling. I could have had this beautiful black coat just loose over this, but it's just too voluminous. The bottom of the skirt is really, really full, and I'll show you without the belt that it just doesn't quite cut it. Belted in though, really special. This is a Zara non-leather belt, and I'm getting so much wear out of it. So just wasping things in as much as you possibly can really works. Brown boots, brown bag with black and grey, loving it, love, love. It's my new thing. Then without the actual scarf, I think it also looks great. If you pop the collar especially. And now I'll show you without the belt. It's just not quite as good. It just looks a little bit too, see, it's just a little bit too frumpy. So I do think it needs to be belted in. And then open, you could of course put a fabulous belt on the inside. So with the sash belt on the inside, that can look pretty cool as well. And just having it open, but of course the collar totally popped, sweetie darling. This recent Kmart find is one of the finds of the century. Plissé, divine patterning, beautiful sleeves. It's like a georgette fabric. Gorgeous, love the neckline. And it's one of the few dresses that I would actually use the tie that exists with. So it's because the shape of the dress is so beautiful. It doesn't have too much fabric in the skirt. So just belted in like this looks really sweet. You could dress this up a little bit for work with a black heel or a black boot and then a nice, you know, maybe a tan jacket. I like to brighten things in the day, so I would wear this with a lighter sort of coloured boot. Maybe if it was autumnal, I'd wear like tan with this because it would go just so beautifully. But it's free and easy, and adding those lovely light pops make it a daytime ensemble. So now let's do winter. For a winter's day, you can see I've lightened and brightened. So I've added cream, a light boot, a light bag, and a beautiful pop of pink. A nice bright gold belt lifts things. This is a little Missoni scarf, and even though there's pattern happening here and here, it still works well because of the tonal colouring. And it's nice to have some unexpected texture, I think. Of course, you could also add a different type of scarf, so maybe something like this that's a bit more sort of tonal with the boot. Again, I know it's a whole other pattern, but it just gives that lovely sort of textured feel. And because this knit is quite low in the neck, you want to be cozy, so you lift it with a little bit around the neck. The other thing, of course, that you could do is bring up and French tuck here. So you can see I've French tucked, so we just see the belt at the front, and then we have it nice and relaxed at the back. And also I have popped up this sleeve so that you can see this exquisite blousiness underneath. Another great pink with this would be something like this, and I was tossing up which one to wear, but that would look spectacular with that pink as well, the pink in the skirt. Next frock. For this CottonOn frock that cost me $20 and is the most soft, luxurious, sweet, divine frock, I've gone a little demure. I've turned it around so that the back is at the front is at the back, and I've got a beautiful neckline that could easily take this dress to evening. So I have a little strappy sandal on, ties around the ankle, and then I could put a heel on and I could grab a more evening-y bag, this silver, and I could go out for a lovely light summer meal. It would be just superb, I think. I wish I could do it now. For winter, I'm going military, baby. A really tall black boot, a bag to match, some fab sunnies, and green on green, army green, with this unexpected flippy, sweet florally skirt. Underneath, I have also put a belt, so I've just put this black sash belt. I could also put that lovely big Zara knot belt that I have that's a little thinner, tied in a knot. It would look fantastic. But just an unexpected sort of look that can work really, really well. We have to experiment. I do love a shirt dress because you can add this nest of necklace in the gap here, and it works beautifully with this H&M dress. I found this secondhand immaculate condition on eBay, and I thought it was black, but it's actually green. You can see it's like a deep army green. The pattern is sensational. I don't know what season this is from. I obviously missed it, but I'm so glad I found it in retrospect. I've added tan to this, an urban high-heeled sandal, a lovely pop of tan bag, and a Barney's jacket, and of course a fabulous pair of sunglasses. And here it is without. It's a really special dress, cost me nothing, and these are the finds that you have to hunt for, I think. Winter now, I've gone with a military style look again. This is that beautiful Portman's trench that I bought recently. I think it goes gorgeously with these colours, a lighter boot on the bottom to lift things, and a tonal scarf. This is a Kmart bag I bought recently. It's a gorgeous deep bottle green, and I think it really lifts the green in the skirt. Now underneath, I've gone a little bit hairy bear. Of course, you couldn't do this under a coat because you'd end up looking like you have a hairy chest, and we cannot have that, girls. Because this is quite boxy, I've put the crossbody bag over it just to give a little bit of shape at the waist, and of course the brightness of the scarf and the boots. But this is a real retro 70s look, and I'm trying to wear faux fur more because I love it and I never wear it. So that's what I do with this dress. I had my eye on this dress on the Zara website for a very long time. I popped into the store maybe 3 or 4 months ago and found this last one on sale for like a quarter of the price. I snaffled it up. I really did admire it, but I wondered how I could wear it because it is so over the top and busy. It actually looks great unbelted and with just a flat sandal on and a crossbody bag to give some shape. I've upped the sleeves here. They do come down quite low, but I think it looks a bit nightgowny like that, so I've popped them up. And I've added a clear acetate belt and just winched it in, so it just feels a little bit more stylized. And I've added, of course, you have to have a wedge with this kind of dress, and the length is superb for it. But again, flat sandal is fabulous as well. Now, winter. I would totally winterize this with some tan neutrals because it's just still so busy. I think we need to just go a little bit more earthy to tone it down a bit. I've coupled it with a knit, and I think it works beautifully because you can just pop out the sleeve and show a bit of the pattern, but you haven't got too much busyness going on at the top. And what I've done is I've wrapped the sweater around, so I've just grabbed 2 sides of it and pulled it around, and it gives a really nice shape, and over belted it with a pop of gold. There's also, of course, gold reflecting in the bag, and and on the feet, that lovely pop of tan again. Neutrals with pattern, softening it a little, just works so beautifully. This would look terrible with black, you know, we need to lighten things. This fabulous dress from Shein is a beautiful silky sort of floaty dress. It's more of a midi than a maxi, but I'm qualifying it as one. It has pockets, which is just superb. I love the neckline. It can be done all the way up as well for a totally different look. It almost has a bit of a kimono feel to it. And it also looks great without a belt. The actual tie is really lovely. Sorry. And and I love the sleeve. It can also be pushed up for a totally different look. And I've just put a tonal bag with this. It's all it really needs, as well as a sandal that just disappears. Pop of gold, that's all you need with a print this bold. Now for winter. Oh, but before I show you winter, I also wanted to show you how great a blue jacket or denim jacket would look with this. Just stunning. With a pattern like this, you cannot beat a neutral. This is just a lovely camel trench. I've belted it in tight. You can still see this pop here because of these sunglasses that sort of mimic the pattern of the dress. I just think it works beautifully. And a black bag and boot to make it more wintry. Also, I could try a black snood or one with a little bit of texture so it has that lightness in it as well that reflects the dress. Or let's try leopard. And here we have a $12 snood from BigW. And to sort of reflect the caramelly colours in that, I've added a brown bag. All right, I'm getting a little disheveled now. The nails are going, the hair is going, the face is going. Let's do the last dress. See what I do for you? This gorgeous Shein dress is to die for. It is the most beautiful pattern. It has lovely sort of tonal buttons that go with the fabric. It's just got the most beautiful neckline. It's soft and flowy. It has a sort of a handkerchief hem and is so flattering. I've just put that clear belt on again so I don't have to interrupt the flow of the pattern of the dress. A sandal that disappears because there's so much going on here, and a Zara pearl bag just because it's got that sort of luxe look and sort of lifts it and makes it more shimmery. I just want to show you something. I found these at the chemist. They're like a sort of hairband, you know, that you put in to make plaits, and they're just thin, see, sort of stretchy bands, and they're fantastic for putting around your belt so that it holds it in without seeing it, and it will work on any coloured belt. Absolutely fantastic find. You can probably find them online as well. But there you go, there's that lovely nest of necklaces in this opening of the blouse, and I just adore this dress, adore it to bits. Let's do a winter look now. Oh, and one more thing before the winter look, you can use those bands to hold up your sleeves. So you don't have to roll them, or you can just push them part way like this and sort of have them lifted up like that. Great way to change the shape of the sleeve. I also wanted to try this little knit vest that I got at Shein. It's just a lovely sort of ecru colour, has a different back that you can wear to the front, but with this I like the crossover look to let all that lovely flounce happen. But that's a real sort of boho look that, and it gives you a nice nipped in waist as well. And for the winter look, the final look, I've gone for leather blazer. This is going to be one of the hottest items next winter in the American fall. It's going to be huge. So if you can find one on sale now, grab one. So I've belted this in with a Zara belt. It's a lovely knot belt. And I've added a black boot and a black large bag to kind of make things a little bit Fleetwood Mac. All right, I have completely exhausted myself, so I'm not going to get too close to the camera. This brings me such joy doing this, and I hope that it's inspired you to play with your beautiful maxi print dresses and get them out and enjoy them. I'm loving turning them around, doing them up to get a ruffle, opening them up to nestle a necklace in. You know, there's so much we can do with these dresses to make them look so beautiful. Not that they need it because they're stunning. Thank you so much for watching, and part 3 will be in a little while. I think I need a nap. See you guys.